Crime Control and Prevention Board of Directors meeting at 6:10 p.m. All council members are here. David Edwards is participating by Skype. We're going to discuss and consider possible action on a resolution of the City of Leon Valley, Texas City Council ordering a special election to be held on November 6, 2018 in the City of Leon Valley for the purpose of submitting to the voters a proposition relating to the continuation of the Leon Valley Crime Control and Prevention District and the continuation of a local sales and use tax at a rate of 1/8 of 1% pursuant to Chapter 363 of the Texas Local Government Code, M&C number CCPD 2018-08-07-01. And Chief Salvaggio will be presenting, but first, for purposes of keeping the record straight, the Vice Chair of the group, David Jordan, will be repeating what I just read.
Agenda item number 2, regular agenda, discuss and consider possible action on a resolution of the City of Leon Valley, Texas City Council ordering a special election to be held on November 6, 2018 in the City of Leon Valley for the purpose of submitting to the voters a proposition relating to the continuation of the Leon Valley Crime Control and Prevention District and continuation of a local sales and use tax at a rate of 1/8 of 1% pursuant to Chapter 363 of the Texas Local Government Code, M&C CCPD 2018-08-07-01. Joe Salvaggio, President.
And Ms. Kienzler, are you going to be presenting, or is the Chief?
Councilor Alcacer, Council, it appears that I'll be presenting. I'm not sure where Chief Salvaggio is, so I've got it from here. Just waiting for the PowerPoint. Do you have it, Sandra?
It's the same as.
Also, point of order, Councilor Alcacer, because of the video conferencing, your live streaming is not working. We don't have enough bandwidth to do both.
It is actually.
It's going in and out. We just watched it.
And Angela will come in and it'll start going, and then it'll start buffering again.
Okay, so the people, for the people,
PowerPoint 11. Okay, here we
for
go.
the people attempting to watch the live stream, there's, because of the need for Skyping in Councilor David Edwards, there's some problems, and you may or may not see what's happening. We'll just do the best to try to keep you on.
Thank you. So Chief Salvaggio's presentation tonight is regarding the special election that we would like to hold on November 6th for the purposes of submitting a proposition to the voters relating to the continuation of the Crime Control and Prevention District and continuation of that local sales and use tax. It's a 1/8% tax, and it's pursuant to Chapter 363 of the Texas Local Government Code. So the purpose of this is to call for the special election on November the 6th, and the question that's going to be posed to the voter is whether or not they wish to continue the tax or whether or not they want to dissolve the Crime Control and Prevention District tax. In November of 2013, the registered voters of Leon Valley voted 505 for and 101 opposed to create a Crime Control and Prevention District. At the same election, the registered voters of the Leon Valley voted 436 for and 170 opposed to the adoption of a local sales and use tax at a rate of 1/8% for the Crime Control and Prevention District. The election was good for 5 years, and it has to be either continued or dissolved in 2019, thus the need for the November election in 2018. The fiscal impact, you can see what the 1/8 has generated. You can see the actual in 17, the budgeted amount in 18, and what we estimate for fiscal year 19 and what we budgeted. What this fund does is it funds 3 full-time officers. It provides law enforcement training and additional overtime for officers throughout the fiscal year. The loss of this existing sales tax would result in the loss of the 3 police officers and an increase in cost in our general budget and overtime, and then an increase in training in the general fund as well. So it's in line with the strategic goals. I won't read them to you, but they're clear up there as he set them out. The continuation of the program supports strategic goal number 2 that's currently outlined, which reads safety and security, as it provides funding for 3 additional officers who provide direct street-level services to Leon Valley citizens, and this undoubtedly will have an impact on reducing crime in the community. So now what happens is the Crime Control and Prevention District is going to be dissolved on March 31st, 2019, unless the Leon Valley voters, unless the City of Leon Valley first holds a continuation or a dissolution referendum and the voters vote to continue the board. If you decide not to hold this election, then the board will automatically be dissolved on its 5th anniversary as provided for in Section 363.301A of the Local Government Code. Next slide. So staff recommends that a special election be called to ask the question of the Leon Valley registered voters to vote either for or against. And the way it would read is in bold below. The continuation of the Leon Valley Crime Control and Prevention District dedicated to crime reduction programs and the continuation of a proposed local sales and use tax at a rate of 1/8%. And the Leon Valley voter would simply vote for or against the proposition. And with that, I would stand for questions.
Yes, sir. Councilor Martinez.
This is one item that I highly recommend, and that for a couple reasons. Right now, the city has 2% that we have the option of getting. Unfortunately, well, let me stop. The sales tax is 8.25 in the state, or in the city. 6.25 goes to the state, period. That leaves 2 cents or 2% that the cities or local governments can control. Of that 2 cents, VIA has 0.5 cent. So the city of Leon Valley has 1.5 cents that we have control over. If we do not have this election and approve it, some other government agency is going to steal this 1/8% from us. So, and that means, we're just barely at the point where we're getting our police department up to strength. We just hired a couple more traffic officers with the red light cameras to help a lot of your complaints about speeding and a lot of patrolling the neighborhoods. So imagine if we were to be knocked down for 3 more officers. So I highly recommend that we pass this, and I'll let my other counselors voice in before, I'd like to make a motion then.
Okay. Any other comments?
No comments.
Yes, sir. Councilor Jordan.
Yes, I too am in support of this sales tax. This 1/8% tax, it's proven to be very beneficial for the city. And as the city continues to grow, law enforcement, and as we continue to improve in our community policing initiatives, we need to keep these 3 positions and possibly add more in the future to ensure that we have a great communication between the community and law enforcement, as well as we have upcoming construction on Bandera Road, which is going to be challenging for as traffic control and so forth. So we need every police officer position available at this time. So I'm definitely in support of having this election to keep this tax.
Thank you. Councilor Edwards?
Yeah, I'm in favor of the election. I think the taxes are useful and important to the community.
Thank you. And Councilor Rodriguez?
I agree with my colleagues. I think it is very crucial that we have the police officers on staff that are needed to ensure not only the safety but the protection of our city.
I'd just like to add that if you read the report, the manager's report, particularly regarding, in this case, about the police department, every 2 weeks it comes out approximately, and you can see what's being done and how much of a difference they've made over the past few years for making our city better. Do we have any comments from the audience? Do we have to have a public hearing or just, no? All right, thank you. Then I'd like to hear a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept this as presented.
Second.
All right, we have a motion from Councilor Benny Martinez and a second from Councilor David Jordan to approve a resolution for having this item be presented to the voters for the November election. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. I say aye also. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. We're going to close this second meeting regarding the election